Welcome back to my channel everyone for another mod look video for Farming Simulator 22. These mods came out on the 4th of February 2022 and there are some others, little sneaky mods that popped up on Saturday. So Giants gave us little sneaky Saturday mods for the 5th of February. So we'll jump right in and do the 4th of February mods first, and we'll have a look at the end of the video at the Saturday mods. So without further ado guys, we'll jump right in. First up here we have the little New Holland L95 Fiat Agri by Sevy modding, AM modding. We'll use 11.18 megabytes to download. We'll take 11 slots on the console, but it is just a little small New Holland Fiat Agri tractor. Does have a front loader option. Get in, sounds alright. We have a beacon on the top there. Decent working lights. Horn. There are no window options to open or close the window. Have the in-cab view. Nice, neat and tidy. We still have the mirror glitches happening there. Hopefully that will be solved, along with the game crashes that are coming in the new patch in a couple of weeks, which will be patch 1.3. so hopefully that will solve the game crashes and that mirror glitch. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, nicely detailed interior. Nice engine sounds. But you'll find this guy in your buy menu, under vehicles, under small tractors, down there for $36,400 to buy. 95 horsepower, it has manual and power shift transmissions, and will run at 43 kilometers per hour. Does have a few options. We have front weight, yes, puts on the front weight there, or no. Tire options, we have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, back to Trailerborg. Wheel setup under Trailerborg, we have wheel with weights, wide with weights, back to standard. Michelin, just narrows. Continental, we have wheel weights, standard. Back to Trailerborg. Front loader attacher, yes or no. We have the quick or the howler on there, whichever you choose. And then main colour, we can change from Fiat red to New Holland black, New Holland 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and New Holland red. And then we have the license plate number there at the bottom for your last option. Not a bad little small tractor if you only have a small little farm. But yeah, that is the New Holland L95 Fiat Agri. Okay, moving on from there, we have this guy up next. I'm pretty sure we had this guy, and I'm sure we had that guy too in FS19. This is the Schluter 2500 VLM. Yep, made by MLT modding team. 3.87 megabytes to download. Will use 2 slots on console. Not a bad tractor. Nice engine sounds. Has beacons up there on the top. Have horns, which sounds really little for when there's air horns hanging off the side of the roof there. Have lights. Not bad lights. So you have 4-wheel steering. We can't change the steering mode on this tractor, so it's just 4-wheel steering all the time. Has a hitch pin on the front there, and your 3-point link and hitch pin on the back. But you'll find this guy in your vehicles menu under Let me see, it's under medium tractors, so you'll find it down here at the end. There it is there, the Schluter 2500 VL, $124,000 to buy, 240 horsepower max, 32 kilometers per hour working or running speed, sorry. And the options are, we have Trailerborg, Michelin, and back to Trailerborg. Under Trailerborg we have wide tyres, twin tyres, back to standard. Under Michelin we have standard, wide, twins, back to standard. We have the 2500 VL automatic engine setup, and we have the 2500 VL manual engine, or sorry, transmission setup, back to automatic. Under main colour we have anything on that palette, design colour. On that palette just changes the seat inside, and then rim colour, anything on that palette there, and your license plate number at the end. Not a bad little tractor at all. Alright, up next after that we have the Lizard self-made trailer, which is this guy here. Does have straps, just has a wire steel mesh floor and steel barred sides. It is basically a flatbed trailer, and you can use it to load and move your pallets and products and fertilizer boxes and stuff all around your farm. Even the equipment, if you have the tension belt mod on, you can put your equipment on here and strap it down, move it around your farm. But yeah, you'll find this guy in your buy menu under tools, under trailers, right there at the end. Self-made trailer, $2,500. We do have main colour, anything on that palette there, and then rim colour we have grey, grey 2 and black, and your license plate number there at the bottom. So that is the self-made trailer by Kawa. Will take 3.43 megabytes to download. Will only use 2 slots on console. Not a bad little trailer if I say so myself. Okay, up next after that we have it's out here. It is the Amazon ED3000. It's by Madar HR. Will take 6.42 megabytes to download. Will use 4 slots on console. It is this guy here, the back of the John Deere. It's 3 meter planter, I'm pretty sure, but does have its own little auger chute there, as you can see up the back. We jump in, L1 and left on D-pad opens a cover, so it just takes a little tarp off the auger wagon chute there. Start the engine, and then if we hit L3 to fill it up, fills up with seed. Doesn't look like it's going to take fertilizer from here, but you can put a bit of fertilizer in this as well, and it does pretty much what it says it does. It does have ridge markers, so you can hold L1 and press up. It'll put left ridge marker, then it'll put the left one away, put the right one out, then fold them both up if you wish to use them. But you just turn it on, drop it down, and we start planting out to 3 meters. So you'll find this guy in your buy menu under tools, under planters, down the end there. $27,000 to buy, 100 horsepower required, 3 meter working width, will work at 16 kilometers per hour, will hold seed and fertilizer, and it will plant your corn, sunflower, soybeans, sugar beet and cotton. No options on this guy. this is how it comes. So straight up, plain and simple. Nice, tidy, neat looking 3 metre planter if you have a small operating farm. Alright, moving on from there, we have, just jump out, this guy over here. This comes with 2 of these rollers in this pack. It is the Lizard R300 and R400 rollers by Bartson V3, 1.92 megabytes to download. Each roller will use 3 slots each. And yeah, they are what they say they are. You get your field prepped. So you fertilise, you lime, you plough, you cultivate, mulch, whatever you need to do. And then once you lay your seed down or you finish seeding or planting, and you attach these guys to your tractor. And just like all the other rollers, you just drop it down. And as you roll, it will roll your field out and give you that little bit extra yield bonus from doing that. But you'll find these in tools under rollers. So you have the R300 for $1,500 to buy. Take 30 horsepower to operate. Works at 3 metre wide working width and 16 kilometers per hour working speed. And then we have the bigger brother, which is the R400, which is 35 horsepower required. Works at 4 meters long, so it's an extra meter wide. And still the same working speed at 16 kilometers per hour. It is 200 kilos heavier, so it's 750 kilos over the 550 for the R300. Options are the same on both of these. You can have accessories, none. You can have design 1, which adds 1 safety triangle. Then you can have 2 safety triangles. You can have the Euro safety squares on the back or on the front. And then you can have all 4 on the back in design 5. And then design 6 takes away 1 triangle and then takes away everything back to none. Stickers, you can have Lizard R400 or without. And main color just changes the framework to anything on that pallet, guys, just like so. Very nice little option for rollers indeed. Again, if you had a smaller operation and not very big fields, this would get the job done. Alright, up next, following the rollers, we have this guy right here, which is the self-made weight. It is by Polycount Taz, 1.49 megabytes to download. We'll use 2 slots on console. It is not a bad weight. It is just essentially a front or rear weight for your tractor to balance out whatever you have on it. It has a 3-point link, and then on the back it has a hydraulic operated pin hitch, which is very nicely detailed indeed. We just jump in here, so it just connects like any other weight. Not from that side though, because that's the pin hitch side. I'll just zoom in. So as you pick that up, you can see the back of the trailer drop down under the weight. The hoses do connect up. So yeah, very nice weight indeed. So you'll find that guy under tools, under weights, right up the end there. $500 to buy, weighs 200 kilos. And you can go up from 500 kilos to 2100 kilos depending on the weight requirement you need. So you start off at 500 kilos, and then each weight you go up adds more and more of the steel railway track bars. So you have 500 to 900 to 1400, 1800, 2100, and you just fill up the box with the steel rails. Main color changes the framework to anything on that pallet, so you can match it to Claas if you want. You can have Deutz weight or John Deere, whichever picks your fancy. Now the design color changes everything that's red there, so it'll change the hydraulic piston, the pin hitch bracket, the cage side bars, the weight rails inside, and all your 3-point link red parts there. So it'll change to anything on that pallet. So you could go for a silver to try and maybe give it that steel, raw steel look if you wish. Or the darker grey looks a bit more like the steel there. But you don't have to, you can have it black or red if you want it painted, even green. It's up to you what you choose. But yeah, it is basically a weight for the front or rear of your tractor. And it looks like you can hook a trailer up to it if it has a pin hitch option. Very nice indeed. Okay, following that, and this will be the last mod for the 4th of February, is this guy out here. It is the liquid manure tank. It is by SP Modding. It will take 1.44 megabytes to download, will consume 1 slot on console. It is not a storage tank that you can fill yourself. It is basically a buy point for slurry. So we jump in and pull up to it, and we hit L3 to start filling. And as we fill the trailer, you can see it takes the money from the top of my screen there. So you do pay for your slurry out of this tank. So it is just a buy point for your liquid manure. That just cost me $285 for 6,900 litres of slurry. So that's actually pretty cheap as well. Not too bad at all. You'll find this under your buy menu, under constructions, under buildings, under silos. It's down there at the end, $50,000 to buy, and you can just place that wherever you need to, and as many of these as you want, even though you'll probably only need one. But if you're in multiplayer, you could have one of these at each farm you're running, if you so choose to. Alright, now we've moved on from the 5th of February mods. We will get into the Sneaky Saturday mods, which is the 5th of February. And starting the lineup for the Saturday mods is this guy here, which is the Fiat Agri 180-90 tractor by Pepe 978. 30.36 megabytes to download. We'll use 8 slots on console. Nice engine sounds on this guy. Have beacons on the top. Have lights. Horn, and you can hold L1 and press left on the direction pad. Will open and close your door if you wish, so you could open it, have that as role play. Up, closes. Thought it would have stayed open. Maybe you want some breeze while you're driving down or working in the forest. You can open your door, catch some breeze on the way through. You'll find this guy under vehicles, under medium tractors. Is right there, the Fiat Agri 180-90, 33,500 to buy, 180 horsepower, has a manual plus power shift transmission, 40 kilometers an hour speed. Options on this, we have configuration standard, or rear mudguards, so it just widens the mudguards on the back tyres there. That's what you wish to have. You can also have 450 kilo front weight plus mudguards there, 900 kilo weight, and then same, add the mudguards with that as well. You can have front linkage and the mudguards on the back, or you can have it standard. I've got it like that. Wheel brand, we have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredestein and Nokian. Under Trailerborg we have wide 2s, narrows, twin rears, twins all round, variable rear track, which I don't know what that does, variable total, variable rear plus wide tyres, variable total plus wide tyres, big XL tyres, which is what I put on my one, and back to standard. Under Michelin we have standard, wide, narrows, twins all round and back to standard. Continental, wide, narrows, rear twins all round, standard. Midas, standard, rear twins all round, back to standard. BKT we have wide 2s, rear twins all round, back to wides. Vredestein we have standard, wide, narrows, rear twins all round, back to standard. And Nokian we have your ground kings, your tractor kings, your communal, back to standard, and then back to Trailerborg. Under design we can have standard. What does that change? Hydraulic piston. Okay, so it changes the pistons on the back of your 3-point links. You can have your standard pistons to your big hydraulic pistons. Then your forestry cage, they look nice and chunky. So you can have this in forestry if you're doing forestry. I don't mind those big hydraulic pistons. Beacon lights we can have single, double or none. I went for double. Front loaders we have stall or quick, but they always stay there. They don't actually disappear, you can't turn them off. Which that doesn't really worry me either way, because most tractors I throw a front loader on anyway. But you have the option of stall and quick, and then you have your pre-filter or air filter options. You have short, you have long, you have chrome, steel, straight pipe and short pre-filter. We have the standard exhaust with the flapper and your short pre-filter, and then back to your long. I like that one personally myself. Then your license plate number option at the bottom. Very nice little tractor indeed. And then following that we have these guys out here. This is the Fella Grassland equipment by Vertex Design, featuring Mad Max and Riftenix. Will take 43.50 megabytes to download all this equipment, but in this you get the Senos 8608DN Tedder for 6 slots. You get the Ramos 3060 FP mower for 4 slots and the Ramos 3670 TLX mower for 5 slots. You get the Duras 1502 windrower for 5 slots and the Duras 14055 Pro windrower for 6 slots. So up first we have the mowers. I'll just grab a tractor. This little guy will do. The mowers up front, we have the front one, which is the Ramos 3060 FP, And then you have the rear mower here, which is the Ramos 3670 TLX. They are individual and separate, but I'll whack them up together so you can have a front and rear setup. We'll unfold the front mower. We'll unfold the rear mower. They will do basically as you say. Turn it on and lower it. There is no working mode on these, I don't think. So just swap dropping, even though it says it has a select work mode. Maybe it's one of these ones you have to lift up. Yes, it has to be turned on and lifted up. Then you can press L1 and hold R1, and press L3, which change your working mode from swath dropping to wide spreading. As you can see there on the back mower, it changes. So swath dropping, the little chutes go in. On widespread it drops it out. I'll put it on widespreading just so I can show off the next mod. We can turn it on and drop it. Oh, there you go. You don't have to have it turned off, you just need it lifted to change the working mode. Yeah, it essentially just mows your grass, guys. Or you can lift it, change it to swath dropping, drop it back down, and the rear mower will drop it in a neat swath. Like so. They are the mowers, guys. You will find these under tools, under mowers. The first one is the Ramos 3060 FP, $17,260 to buy, 75 horsepower required, 3 meter working width, and will run at 22 kilometers per hour. And that is it. The only option you get is lights mounted or not. So it puts the safety plaques, and there's a little light underneath it there that you can see. Up next as well is the Ramos 3670 TLX, $22,330 to buy, 95 horsepower required, 3.6 meter working width, and 22 kilometers per hour working speed. Same option on this. It is either standard, or you can add the light mount on the back, which gives you tail light, looks like a blinker, and your safety plate. So you can have that on or off, it is up to you. But that is the mowers in the fellas pack. We'll fold that up. We'll drop them off here. We'll head back, because up next we have the Tedder. That's this little guy here, which is a Senos 8608DN. It's a little Tedder, so we'll pick him up, unfold him, nice smooth animations there. Turn him on, and he will turn your grass into hay, which is what Tedders are meant to do. That is a really cool grass animation there too, the way it's flicking that up. That's awesome. you'll find that guy under tools, under tethers. At the end there, $16,600 to buy, 95 horsepower required, 8.6 meter working width, so not too shabby on the working area, and will run at 18 kilometers per hour. Slightly shy of the Vicon and only 0.1 shy of the KUH N1. So it's sort of in between those guys. That's not too bad, it's still decent. Options are you can have standard or mount the lights on the back, which gives you the blinkers and the brake lights and the safety signs front and back if you wish. And then wheel setup, you can have standard or you can have the steering wheel mount on the front. Doesn't make any difference because it is a 3-point link driven tether, but yeah, nice little tether indeed. Then up next we have the 2 windrowers left to show off, and then we'll move on to the last of the Saturday mods. We have this windrower here, which is the Duras 1502 windrower. This has a few different working modes. We can turn it on, drop him down, and it'll work in a straight line, and it'll push it out to the side there. Then we can lift it up, hold L1, click L3, and you can change the working mode so you can have it to the right side. Drop it back down, which will then swing that out. We'll work at a wider width like so. Lift it back up, we can change the mode again to the left side. Drop it back down, and it'll swing out and it'll go to the left side. And we have working width back to the center like so. Not a bad little windrower setup there at all. Drop him off there. And then the last windrower to show in this pack is the Duras 14055 Pro, which is the big boy here. I'll just line him up, guys, and we'll unfold him. Nice unfolding animations and sounds. Right, so we turn him on, we lower him down, and we can just drive along like most windrowers, and it'll throw all that into a nice neat swath for our next machine to come along and pick up for us. Very nice windrower indeed. Folds up nice and compact for travel. You'll find these 2 guys under tools, under windrowers. At the end there, that's the first one, the Duras 1502 at 20,880 to buy, 45 horsepower required, work at 6.3 meters working width, and set 17 kilometers per hour. There are no options on that. It is how it is, and that's how it comes. Very nice indeed. I like the options that you can swing it from left to right or centre. It could be very handy for travelling along fences or up close to your hedges or something like that. Very handy indeed. And then next to him we have the Duras 14055 Pro, $77,820 to buy, 130 horsepower required, works at 14 metre width and runs at 18 kilometres per hour. The only option you have on this is your license plate option if you wish to have it, and other than that, it comes how it comes. Very nice Grassland pack indeed. Some very good equipment there. And up next, for the final mod look at this video, are these guys here. It's a lineup of Claas tractors. We have the Claas tractor pack by Schnibbel modding, 47.81 megabytes to download, and we get the Axion 660 for 18 slots. Then we move up to the Axion 870 for 16 slots. Sorry, the Arion 660 is 18 slots. That's the little fella there. I made a mistake. So the Arion for 660 for 18 slots. Then we go up to the Axion 870 for 16 slots. Then we move up to the larger ones, which is the Axion 960 for 17 slots. And then we get the Axion TerraTrack for 16 slots there as well. We also get 2 front loader in this pack, so we get the Claas FL140 front loader here on the little Arion. So the front loader will take 2 slots, and then we get the big quick Q8M front loader, which also takes 2 slots, and it will actually attach, as you can see, to the big large tractors in the packs. You can now have a Claas Axion TerraTrack with a front loader. You can have the Claas standard Axion, and it will also hold the front loader, as you can see there. I'm not sure if this one will hold a front loader. We'll have a look at that in the options soon. But that is a very awesome lineup of Claas tractors. We can thank Schnibbel Modding for that, for bringing a little bit of class to the game. And we'll jump right in and have a look at these. You'll find these under your buy menu, under small, medium and large tractors. So the first one is under small tractors. Right here at the end, it is the Claas Arion 660, 610. We do have one in the base game. This one is exactly the same price, same horsepower, same speed. Difference is we have a lot more options on this guy. So we have wheel options. We have Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredestein and Nokian. And we have quite a few options under each. But I'll let you go through all of them because there are quite a few. We have beacon light options. We have none, left, right or both. Front attacher. We have Claas. And that is it for the small tractor. Engine setups, we have the 610 at 145 horsepower, the 630 at 165 horsepower, the 650 at 185 horsepower, and the 660 at 205 horsepower. Main color, anything on that palette. You could have it a nice dark green, you could even have it black, communal, depending on what you wish to do. Beige, which actually doesn't look too bad. And then wheel color, anything on that palette to match your main color. And that looks nice. We could have a total blackout one. Looks very nice in black. And then your number plate option down the bottom there again. Up next in medium tractors in this pack, we have the Axion 870. $185,000 to buy. Will go from 205 horsepower to 295. Has a variable CVT transmission, 50 kilometers per hour speed, and again much more options over the base game one. We have under wheel options Trailerborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredestein and Nokian. Again, a lot of wheel options under those. We have EU design or US design. EU just has wider mud flaps or fenders, slightly different lights on the back as well up there. And we have a safety triangle for the US version. Beacon lights, left, right or none, so they're the same. Warning signs, we can have yes, Under US it changes it to the flashes. Under EU it puts the red and white signs on. Engine setup, we have the 800 for 205, the 810 for 215 horsepower, the 830 for 235 horsepower, the 850 for 264 horsepower, and the 870 at 295 horsepower. Main colour again, anything on that palette like the last one, and rim colour are the same as well. All those options are the same on all of these tractors. And the next two you'll find under large tractors. Down the end here we have the 860, $279,000 to buy. We'll go from 325 horsepower to 445. Same transmission, we're on at 50 kilometers per hour. And we have all the same options, so same as wheel brands. Wheel setups, we have beacons, left, right, none, double or none, sorry. Front attacher, does have the front attacher. So we have quick there, which takes the front fender away as well. Then we have engine setups, 920 at 325 horsepower, 930 at 355 horsepower, 940 at 385 horsepower, 950 at 410 horsepower, 960 at 445, and then your main colour all them, and rim colour all of them the same as well, and your license plate number at the end. And then next to him we have the Claas Axion 960 TerraTrack, $355,000 to buy, 355 horsepower to 445, 40 kilometers per hour, so it will run 10 kilometers slower than that one, but it has slightly more higher, lower range horsepower. But same wheel setups, but only changes the front ones. As you can see there, wheel setups are wide and standard for most of these, except for your Nokians. And that's it. We have beacons the same, left, right, both or none. Front attacher, yes. I am loving that option. A large tractor with decent horsepower with a front loader. That is unreal. And then under your engine option, we have the 930 for 355 horsepower, the 960 for 445 horsepower, and then main color, anything under there again. So you have the nice red with the black, or you could have it completely blacked out TerraTrack. Up to you what you pick, and your license plate number there at the end. Very nice pack of Claas tractors indeed by Schnibble. He's done well with these. Definitely be keeping this pack on my farms because I like the Claas lineups. These just give me better options, and I'm loving the fact we can have the large Claas tractors now with a front loader on them. Couldn't do that in FS19, but it's here in FS22, guys. That is awesome. And in saying that, that rounds out this mod look video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative enough for you. I hope you're having a good day, evening, and good night wherever you may be. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.